Business Focus with Kudzi Sharara on the Champions League Breakfast.
We are on Business Focus right now on Capital 100.4 FM. We get an update from Kudzi Sharara, who is on the line from Malaysia. Good afternoon to you, Kudzi. How is Malaysia this morning here and that afternoon there?
We are seeing a lot of inquiries that are taking place and business connections being met. And today, I think I've got one of the exhibitors, maybe vanhu vakazvinzwira kuti from the horse's mouth how their experience here, maybe that would also help. She can share her story, her experiences in terms of the export market in general, as well as her experiences here at the Malaysia International Halal Conference.
Okay, great. Please bring her on the line so we can have a chat with her as well from Malaysia there.
All right. Thank you so much and good morning, everyone. My name is Lienne Shonhiwa. I'm the founder of Manetain Organics, and my company, we manufacture products for natural hair using ingredients found locally in Zimbabwe, around Africa. And we're here together with Kudzi here in Malaysia, and it's been quite a phenomenal couple of days. So we're looking forward to the rest of our days here.
Okay, great. Lienne, please let us know what really sets your products apart from other competitors in the market of the industry that you are in.
Right. So we make use of indigenous ingredients. Indigenous ingredients meaning vana marula, vana baobab, ana zimenya. I think the Shona name for zimenya is nengeni. Some of these ingredients and fruits are usually discarded, so these fruits, seeds, actually, we press them, we create oils. My oils, we sell them, and we also incorporate them in my products. I do my hair products, incorporate them in shampoos, hair food, my conditioners, and the likes. So what we're trying to do is to show people what type of unique ingredients of Zimbabwe. So as we are here, for example, in Malaysia, they are the common ingredients that everyone knows about. And then when they come to our stand, they see shampoo, yakanzi honey and marula shampoo. It's something new, something unique. So that's one of the things definitely that sets us apart.
Okay, great. So, Lienne, which other countries are you currently exporting your products to?
Right. So right now we are exporting into the region, currently exporting to South Africa, and we are also exporting to Zambia. We are in one of the biggest, retail health and beauty chains called Umoyo. And we were actually in Zambia in August for the Zambia Agricultural and Commercial Show and with Zimtrade, and it went very, very well. So far, those are the markets that we are.
Okay. Are you also looking at exporting to the European countries as well?
Yes, definitely. That's one of the reasons why, we decided to come to this market, just to get a sense of what... internationally, the kind of standard of products that are out there, and also when buyers are looking around, the kind of things they're looking out for. Because yes, of course, we are here in Malaysia, but it's an international trade show. So we have people from different countries, different markets. So you get to actually interact and see how you can actually penetrate some of these, obviously, European and international countries as well.
All right. So what are some of the biggest challenges and of course, opportunities that you have faced in exporting your products to the regional markets?
Right. So some of the, I would say, initial challenges are lack of information, or maybe I would say lack of access to information of some of these markets, or how to get into these markets. Sometimes when you are in Zimbabwe, it can be quite overwhelming to try and think, okay, I want to get into this market, but you don't know where to start. Who do you call? Where do you go? What do you do? So it's now when organizations like Zimtrade come in, they've been a very big help. Is for me personally, for example, giving us information to say, okay, you want to export into this market. This is the information that is available, and this is how we can help you. We've been to a couple of trade shows with Zimtrade, and they make the process, they make the whole experience much easier, and it makes it easier for you to now, break into these markets.
Mm-hmm. Now that you are at the Malaysian halal market expo right there, what are your impressions of this Malaysian halal market and, of course, its potential for growth?
This showcase, this trade show is phenomenal. The standard of products that I hear are absolutely, is so impressive. As a business person, it's very inspiring because you get to, benchmark your products against the international brands, and it inspires you to do better. To, even when it comes to your packaging, you get inspiration on what to improve. Where to go, what to do for your business, because you always want to benchmark your products against international brands, so that you can also see how you can start competing. So it's been quite an amazing experience, getting to see suppliers as well. I actually came across some suppliers for machinery, some suppliers for packaging, so we're getting to actually interact with other companies we wouldn't have been able to interact with, or wouldn't have been able to find if it was not for this trade show.
Okay, I know, Lienne, earlier on you spoke about also looking forward to exporting your products to the European market. But what are your future plans when it comes to expanding your business and, of course, your product range?
Yes, so we're always doing, obviously, research and development on what best methods, to improve on, obviously with what's going on in the world. We want to be able to, reduce, for example, simple things like reducing carbon emissions, decrease plastic that we're using. So one of the things that we are trying to do is to keep up with international trends of what's happening, because it makes you competitive. So we obviously want to keep expanding into the region, get into other markets like Malawi, get into Botswana, because at the end of the day, yes, breaking into the European market is something that we are aspiring to do. But before we do that, we also want to make sure that in the region, we become, one of the go-to companies when it comes to hair care. So our biggest goals right now into the region, while of course we're actually going forward and exploring the European market.
Okay, great. So, Lienne, it's often said that no man is an island unto himself, but we also want to find out from you, are you interested in doing collaborations with Malaysian businesses or distributors to strengthen your presence in the local market?
Definitely. One of the attractive things about doing business with Malaysia here is because, halal, it's a halal trade show. And for companies like mine and myself, we are a plant-based vegan company. So our products are very attractive for them because, they're very careful for the kind of products that they put into this market. So it's attractive for us, it's attractive for them, for us to collaborate because, they love our products because of them. Most of the ingredients we use are organic, they are natural. We don't make use of a lot of artificial, pesticides and fertilizers. And also it's very, very attractive for them. And of course, for us, it's attractive because it's another market for us to actually, have our products, So we are definitely in talks with a couple of companies by the time in Malaysia, made some headways and kind of see where we can position ourselves.
All right. Lastly, Lienne, we've got a comment that's coming up from our WhatsApp platform. One of our listeners is asking, it's my Simba in Mount Pleasant. We're saying, Nai Lienne, my products ako garajia wati company inonzichi uye tinotomawana were muno Zimbabwe.
Thank you, my Simba. Yes, my products edu are found in Zimbabwe. Anowanikwa tine shop yedu ku Chisipiti. And my products edu anowanikwa futi muma pharmacy. They can only also be found muma Pick and Pay, and the company products inonzi Manetain Organics. We've got shampoos, conditioners, my oils, my hair food, so you can look out for them in the stores Chisipiti, 167 Enterprise Road, Chisipiti, Muma Pick and Pay, and pharmacies as well.
All right, Lienne Shonhiwa, thank you so much, the founder of Manetain Organics. Thank you so much for talking to us from the Malaysia Halal Expo, currently where you are. Thank you so much for talking to us right here on Capi Talk.
And thank you for having me.
Okay, great. We'll be speaking to Kudzi shortly for the next 7 minutes before we out on Business Focus. Kudzi, hello, Kudzi.
Yes, Tinashe, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Let's quickly look at just a quick update of the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange trading update for Wednesday.
Thank you, Tinashe. So I'm sure you remember yesterday I was saying that it looks like the market is weakening. And I think my fears were confirmed, or my projections were confirmed. So the ZS index was actually down by 0.87%, but big losses were recorded in the ZSC Top 10 index, which was down by 1.73%. And then the VFX, that's the Victoria Falls Stock Exchange, also coming off by 1.21%. Just looking at the biggest losers for the day, Sitco was the biggest loser with a 4.73% drop. You also had Delta coming off by 4.05%, EcoCash losing 2.28%, and then Star Africa and Pro Plastics were the other losers. However, the market was not short of gains. ZB Financial Holdings putting on 15%, First Mutual Properties edging 14.52%, OK Zimbabwe, Wheeldale, and FM were also amongst the risers. Most investors were putting their money into Delta, about 9.2 million ZIG worth of shares changing hands there. Also had FML getting about $737,000, Pro Plastics $648,000, FBC and OK Zimbabwe were also other stocks that recorded losses there. In fact, that got the chunk of the funds that were invested. So that's the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange performed, and like I said yesterday, I expect this week the market to continue on a downward trend. Not strong losses, but it will all the same. It will go on a downward trend. Maybe strong losses will be recorded in these big cap counters, which are normally the leaders in terms of the direction that the market takes. As you can see there, the top 10 index coming off more strongly than the other indexes. In fact, when you look at the medium cap stocks, they were actually gaining with the medium cap index gaining by 2.45%. However, the 1.73% drop in the top 10 index resulted in the ZSC All Share Index coming off by 0.87%. So this is the trend that we are likely to see for the rest of the week. So yeah, that's the ZSC update for you.
All right, Kudzi, I know you oceans apart from us, but you're following up a lot of things that are happening here in Zimbabwe. Anything that caught your eye in terms of the world of business back home?
Yeah, Tinashe, the issue of price increases, I think it's for me, I would say it's getting out of hand from what I've seen. People have been tracking one local product. I think it's a cordial or it's an orange crab that people have been tracking in terms of if its price in one of the biggest retail chains in Zimbabwe. For this week, we're talking about $7. $7. Yet, when you go to other players, especially in the informal sector, this particular product is retailing at $4.50. But it's now at $7.75. So last week we were talking about $7. Now it's at $7.75. The same product, which you can find at $4.50 elsewhere. So I think it's coming from the currency distortions that we have in our market. Remember that we have already been research that was done by CZI and the World Bank, where they say that currency distortions resulted in the resultant informalization resulted in the losing about $1.1 billion for the last 4 years. And I think that trend continues. For example, no one is going to take their US dollars to buy in this particular retail chain when the product is at $7.75. But they will then go and buy the same product because they love it. They will then go and buy it elsewhere in the informal sector where it's retailing at $4.50. And this particular informal retailer doesn't pay some of the taxes. VAT, for example, they don't pay, and other related taxes, which means that the fiscus is losing in terms of revenue. And then also talk about the consumer who would want to buy in this particular outlet. Yes, when you're buying it using our local currency ZiG, I think $7.75 amounts to about 116 ZiG. But if you convert that ZiG at a parallel market rate of 26, it comes down to $4.50. But if you convert it at 15, then it comes to $7.75. So I think it's the distortions that we don't want in our market, and hopefully, like I think we spoke about it yesterday, that hopefully the authorities will do something about it to make sure that there is an even playing field. As much as we want competition from the smaller players, but there are also issues to do with losing out in terms of the fiscus revenues and the like.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
jobs can also be lost given the models that are different.
Okay, Kudzi, just briefly, we've got a minute to go. With all that you have said in terms of distortions, in terms of prices, should we go back to price controls?
No. Definitely no price controls. And I think for me, I would say that why we are having these challenges is because we have got an exchange. We are in a way controlling the exchange rate. And I think we need to find ways of better managing how we trade foreign currency in our country, because people are failing to access foreign currency, even on the interbank market, and then they resort to the parallel market where we then have these distortions. So we need to fix how we trade our foreign currency, and price control is not an answer. Otherwise, the shelves that are full will end up being empty.
Okay, Kudzi, thank you so much. Well said for Business Focus for today. Thank you so much for your update from Malaysia. We'll hear from you again tomorrow. Have yourself a great day. Thank you so much today.
Thank you, Tinashe.
Business Focus with Kudzi Sharara on the Champions League Breakfast.